Hi guys, good evening and good evening, good morning, or good night, depending upon where you live. So today, actually, I'm coming live to share the training offerings, the training offering which we are actually launching from 14th of January this month, and we have been already discussing this program since last couple of days with various people through our social media and also from the place where we live. So there are a lot of interest is coming for this program, because this is a program which every supply chain professional would like to learn. And the reason why they would like to learn, because the forecasting is the core of the demand, is the core of supply chain. Because if you're correctly forecasting or predicting what customers want, then I think you can be well prepared to serve the customers. So it's not only serving customer, also you can do save a lot of money also. And as well as, if you want to capture more and more market share, then the forecasting is the most important thing which you have to apply in your business. Because if we talk about, everybody wants, like, if there is a company A and the company B or company C, right? There are three companies are selling the same product, and everybody wants to serve the customers uh, better than the other one. So if they want to serve the customers better than other one, means better than, if I say better, means in terms of time, in terms of the volume, and in terms of the quality. So if you want to serve the customers, better than the customer B, competitor B or competitor C, then you have to, be head of the race with them. So you have to serve the products, a lot faster, with a lot in a lot with a higher velocity than what a company B and C can do. At the same time, you want to serve the customer with the highest volume. If you're able to sell the products not only with the high speed but also in high volume, then you are going to make a lot of money out of that. Then the last one is that, you are, and the quality. So you know what customer wants, what your audience wants. So based upon that, if you are able to, produce or manufacture the goods or services, and you're selling to them, to the customers, then I think you're going to make a lot more money. So it's all about, the time, the volume, and the quality. If you want to be ready with the good time, want to be ready and serve the customer at a very high velocity, and if you want to serve with not only with high velocity but with a high volume, at the same time you're also interested to serve the customer with a very high quality, then I think you need to learn the business forecasting and the inventory management course. And this is what we're going to train you on, the business forecasting and inventory management course. So if we talk about the business forecasting, right? So what are the metrics we can actually improve from the business forecasting? See, the recent study the recent study which has been done on risk management, it has been said that if you have a very good business forecast, if you have a very good business forecast, you can actually almost eliminate risks in your supply chain in between 50 to 75%. A good business forecast, a good demand forecast, or a good demand plan. A demand plan is actually coming, generally comes out from the demand forecast. So if you have a very good demand forecast, I think you can tackle a lot of supply chain risk. So if these days supply chain risk is a very buzzword, or it's a very very highly focused word for every supply chain board team or a team, because if you see that a lot of risks are are originating in different parts of the world, because we are not this day supply chain is mostly global. And one country, we are other our suppliers are spread across multiple geographies, or our customers are spread across multiple geographies, right? Our support team is spread across multiple geographies. So this day supply chain is global. So when you talk about, when we're working on a global supply chain, it's very clear that we are going to face a lot of risk. So how to tackle those risks is a very competitive part of any supply chain team or any company which has a supply chain. So if you are able to tackle those supply chain risks, then you will be able to serve your customers, or cooperate with your collaborate with your partners in a very good manner. So this is a course which we are launching. This is what the purpose of this course is. So you're going to be able to see how this demand forecasting is done. But generally, demand forecasting, if we talk about demand forecasting is not about the, it's just not about moving average or weighted moving average. It's not just limited to that particular part of these, the forecasting process. Forecasting process includes, how you select your data. So, if you're doing a forecast, that what kind of forecast you're doing, and what your, if you're doing a time series forecast, so what is your time horizon? Are you going to do a forecast on daily basis, daily basis? Are you going to do a forecast, every 2 days, for 2 days time horizon? You're going to do a forecast for every 7 days time horizon. We're going to do a forecast for every 14 days time horizon. We're going to do a forecast for every month based time horizon. So what is our time horizon? Is a very good, is something what we have to decide when you're going for forecast. So yeah, if your time horizon is not optimized, then I think you will have some hidden things, some of the hidden events or hidden sales, or some will not be able to capture them, right? So what should be the uniform? Why should we have the uniformity in the time horizon? That is also a very important thing which we need to think about. So when you're talking about time series forecast, you need to very we have to understand that the time has to be correlated with your sales. Means your sales will be impacted if the by time. So if you're saying that if sales are going to be impacted by time, then you have to talk about the patterns. The patterns are like time based patterns are like you talk about trend. Trend is one of the time based patterns. Seasonality is a time based pattern, right? So your whether and cyclicality is your one of the pattern. So when you're talking about a time series, and so that means your time is correlated with your sale. When your time is having a correlation with your sales, it means it will have a patterns. If a time is not having any correlation with your sales, means it is not going to have any patterns. So when how to do the forecasting when you see patterns of like trend and seasonality? How to do the forecasting when you do not see any patterns, patterns between time and the sales, right? Those things we will be training you upon. And also, the forecasting is a combination of two aspects. One is your pattern, means how much pattern you have. Another aspect is the error, right? So when you say error, means error should not have any pattern. And pattern, when you say error, means this not should not have any pattern. So error is completely a random object. So how, if suppose if you are not working on your error, not detecting whether error has a pattern or does not have a pattern, then your forecasting is incomplete. So we've been working on those kind of aspects where you will be seeing that, right, how we can actually eliminate the errors, eliminate the pattern from the errors, and all those things we'll be able to see during our training program. I hope you're able to hear me. Let me check if there is any problem with the voice. Okay, so there is no problem. So we are okay. So now this is what we are going to train. So if you look at if you look at our screen, and this is our training offering. This is the content what we are going to provide. So we have a consulting experience of almost 21 years in the field of demand forecasting and inventory management. So that is what we're going to bring on the table. Means we are going to display our total experience which we have worked with various consulting firms. So our experience is almost close to 100, more than 100 firms all across the globe. We have worked on the demand forecasting and the inventory side. So that is what we are going to bring experience on the table. And you will be learning all the industry based training programs, not an academic based training program. You'll be learning completely the industry based training program. So that is what the benefit, because whatever you learn on the training program, you can immediately go and apply those things on your supply chain, and you can bring the improvements in the supply chain by learning this course. This is the most important thing. So suppose if a student is there, he wants to gain some experience without actually going working in a company. So because then generally these days, companies want students who are having some kind of experience, some kind of very good knowledge, right? This is it's very tough for freshers also to get the entry into the companies, because they lack experience. So people who are freshers or students, right? For them, this is a golden opportunity for them to learn practical and industry-based training, industry-based demand forecasting and inventory management processes. Because once they learn this and they showcase their capabilities, right, which is industry-based, right, so they're gaining the experience from this training program. So they just gain they not only learn this demand forecasting over here, they will gain the experience, they will gain the industry experience from this training program. So once they learn these things, they can project those learnings on their profile, and they can communicate. If they can communicate on the interviews, definitely they will be given very high weightage in their selections. So this is a very good, this is golden opportunity for the students and the freshers. And as far as the professions are concerned, professionals who want to actually, accelerate their careers in terms of the positions, in terms of their, salaries, or so if they want to learn something new, it's a golden opportunity for them as well to learn this course and accelerate their career. And as far as the business people are concerned, if you're into business, please learn this course, because any business depends upon the forecast and inventory. So you're any business, if you are into retail business or e-commerce business, what you do generally is that you build inventories, right? You buy the product in advance, and in anticipation that they will be having sales. And what happens if you are overbuying or underbuying? So your business will suffer. So for this also is something, if you are into business, into retail business, into e-commerce business, or in a manufacturing business, or a trading business, or a distribution business, or a wholesale business, right, or retail business, this is something like you should learn this, should join this course and learn the program. So what we are going to offer in this training program, or what is our methodology of the training program? So the most important thing is a demand planning structure, because we're learning forecast for demand plan, and demand plan is connected with the sales and operation plan. So we are going to teach you the program on how to integrate the forecast and the demand plan, and that is what a demand forecasting structure. And then we'll move into the forecasting. And then for forecasting is just not enough. You have to also learn simulation and optimizations. So you have to optimize your forecast. You have to simulate your forecast, right? So that also we're going to teach you. So finally, you're going to see the structure of demand plan, forecasting, simulation, optimization. Then you can go and integrate those things into sales and operation planning. That is also we're going to train. And at last is a business KPIs optimization, because you are doing forecasting to optimize your business, right? So how forecasting is helpful for you or to you to optimize your business. It is also working on your. It's a comprehensive methodology which we're going to train you. So you're going to work on advanced Excel, and we're going to teach you step by step. If you suppose you are not very familiar with Excel, no problem. We'll teach you everything step by step. You're also going to get exposure to other tools like SPSS. SPSS is a statistical tool. So we are also going to train you on SPSS for a couple of algorithms, which is called ARIMA and SARIMA. All right. So this is what and what kind of case studies you're going to bring. The case studies is inventory forecast, retail forecast. You're going to work with some kind of manufacturing firms, like paint manufacturing firms, steel manufacturing firms. So you can see those case studies over here in the training program. Okay, so we're going to use tools like visualization tool, like we have modeling tools, statistical function, simulation function, solver function, SPSS, Minitab. So many tools we are going to give you exposure. And this also we're going to gain experience on the Power Query, right, and Power Pivot also. So these days, if you need to work on automations. So you just don't need to do the same process or same or work on the same data again and again. So what we need also, you train you on the automation process. You can automate your entire forecasting process. Every day you can come, or every 2 days you can come. Just click a button, and you will be automating your entire forecasting process, right? So you're getting a something what we're going to train you upon. So I will take you to the uh, to the to the content. So here is content. We have a 40 days program, 40 hours program. Sorry, the 40 hours program, and we are going to deliver this program in 20 days. And here we are going to teach you ARIMA and SARIMA using SPSS tool. We're going to teach you the single exponential, double exponential, and triple exponential smoothing process. Apart from those, if you are working on intermittent data, because most of the time, the business will encounter intermittent sales. So how to work on, or how to work with the products which have intermittent sales. We're going to work on TSB method, Courier Crosstown method for the intermittent sales. We're going to work on the Arch model, Fourier series also. We're going to work on moving average, weighted moving average. We're going to work on simple regression and multiple regression. We're going to work on time series decomposition, right? We're going to also see how the your uh, pattern deduction happens. Okay, would be based on the pattern how you're going to work on the forecast. So we are going to also train you that how you can actually forecast 10,000 SQs at a single time, right? How can you forecast 10,000 SQs in a single time on a single Excel sheet? Because you cannot forecast one SQ, SQ by SQ. What you have to do is that you have to forecast SQ by SQ. You have to forecast multiple SQs, having similar patterns together, right? Those kind of things we are going to teach you, and that is what the most important thing which you have to learn and take it away from this training program, because you will be able to save a lot of time in the forecast, and that also you will be able to achieve a lot of accuracy on your forecast. We are also going to teach you how to what are the levers you have to work with to control your forecast, to create the accuracy, to work on the bias, to work on the tracking signals, to work on the different kind of error management, or finding calculation of different kind of errors, right? We're going to train you all those things. And the most important thing that you are going to learn from this training program, automation of the forecasting process, right, guys? So we are going to do this is a weekend program. This is a weekend program. We are going to teach you on only on the weekends. So every week we are going to teach you 4 hours. 4 hours you're going to work, and you get 5 days to implement those learnings on your data on a company, and you can come back with your experience. Right? We also provide you video recordings of the sessions. We will be providing you a cloud ID of our portal. You can just go to the video after the session. You can go into the cloud ID and listen to the video recordings of the session, and then you can come back if you have any other questions on the cloud platform itself. And we're going to start this training program from 14th of January 2023. And we are giving an offer here, a discount offer, if you are going to make the payments on or before 7th January, right? And then we will be giving you a discount of 1,500 rupees. So that is 18,500. And if you are able to, and if you are paying in US, we're paying in the US dollar. So on or before 7th January, it will 240 US dollars, and if you're paying after 7th January, it will be 275 US dollars, right? And I'm sharing my bank details and the PayPal ID over here, and I'm the coordinator. You can email me at krishnaidu@mathnal.com, or you can also WhatsApp me at +91 8977 924 637. Right? I'm sharing this all details to for on live to you, and you can connect with me back on the WhatsApp number or on the social media itself. I'll be replying you back, and I'll be sharing all this. If you want to get this data or if this content details, I'll also share this content with you, and and we'll take it forward from there. So guys, please log in. Please get the if you want to avail the discount offer, please make the registration and payment process before on or before 7th January. Or if you want to if you do not want the discount offer, you want some more time, then you can make a payment on or before 14th January. So we are launching the course from 14th January onwards. Okay, guys, so I'll take leave now, and I hope that this you will take this course on demand forecasting, and this is an advanced demand forecasting course. Very few people are providing this kind of content in across the globe, and the cost of training is very less, considering the content and the quality of the training process and the ecosystem which you're going to provide. The quality of the cost of training is very less, and the quality of training is very high. So please do avail this training program and build your career in the area of demand forecast, and be a star in your organization. Okay, guys, I'll take leave, and I'll hope we'll get in touch with each other on this training program very soon. Thank you very much.